I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at The Punisher, issue number 222. What happens when Frank Castle's punishment crusade could spell World War III? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, General Petrov is celebrating his victory over the Imperial Pig Dog Americans, or, you know, something like that. He waved his nuke dick around in the previous issue, and it seems like everyone else in the world is backing down and letting him get away with whatever he wants. That is, of course, except for the Punisher and his War Machine suit. Now, it was clear from the jump that Petrov was crazy, but it's made very clear this issue that he really had no idea what he was dealing with in the Punisher. He says he has legions of young men ready to die at his command. Frank says, cool, bring it. Petrov says the eyes of the world media are on Chernaya right now, and would the Punisher go as far as to assassinate the recognized leader of a sovereign nation, even though it could cause an endless amount of strife? Again, the Punisher simply replies, yep, gonna kill ya, didn't get this fancy set of armor for nothing, get ready to die. Petrov, revealing himself to be the coward that he is, gets ready to hide out in his bunker until the heat's off, but he does remember to send his elite guard made up of ex-SHIELD agents, what with their own high-tech armors. Now, for all intents and purposes, this is the real battle that the Punisher has been preparing for. You'll recall a couple issues back, these young impetuous punks actually managed to overwhelm our hero. But for round 2, Frank is smarter. He knows their moves. He knows to use guerrilla tactics against them to split them apart. This battle is especially effective because the whole time as the Punisher is killing these dudes, they're talking about what huge fans of his work they are. All the while this is going on, too, Nick Fury is yelling in the Punisher's ear to try and get him to stop, but Frank has made up his mind. He's going to see this mission through to the very bloody end. Even if he was given bad intel by Fury himself, and even if this is all just in a vain attempt to clean up S.H.I.E.L.D.'s own mess. Because dang it, Frank is a good soldier, and once the Punisher sets his mind to something, he will not be deterred, even in the face of, well, an actual nuke being fired. And with no one else being even remotely close enough to deal with this threat, that means the only thing standing between the world and nuclear war is, you guessed it, the Punisher and his suit. And that right there is where the comic ends, everyone, so that's the Punisher number 222, and overall, again, I continue to really enjoy this issue. It's bloody, it's brutal, it's just a fun time. I like that for all of Petrov's bluster in this story, he wasn't even the real threat. It was the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents in their suit that the Punisher really had to overcome. Matthew Rosenberg manages to work in some great characterization, like Frank Castle being absolutely disgusted at the idea of these official capacity soldiers actually lauding him for what he does. Like, even he knows he's not someone to be looked up to, especially when he's doing all this brutal stuff. This was an issue that was very light on words, but very heavy on good action choreography. That's why you gotta give Villanova his due right here. I know a lot of people complain about not liking the art style in this book, but that's why you have an art style, so you can do cool stuff like this. Overall, I'd give this issue a 7.5 out of 10, consistently readable and consistently enjoyable. So that's The Punisher, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, be sure to take a closer look at some of this other stuff I've been working on. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook, so you're always up to date on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you really like what I do and are feeling in a supportive mood, please check out my Patreon link down in the description. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. That's only $12 a year. And until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.